guys, welcome back. This is going to be part 3 of our series. We're working with some individualized yoga poses here. We're just going to break them down just piece by piece so we kind of know where our alignment is best and what in the world these different shapes look like. So if you're at the front of your mat, then let's just take a big step back with the left leg. Okay, nice big step back. Okay. And let's just try to pivot that left heel down to the floor. From there, take your hands and put them on your hip bones. And let's turn this shape right here into our Warrior One. Virabhadrasana 1, Virabhadra was the name of a great warrior in some of the yogic traditions. So Virabhadrasana 1 is going to be our Warrior One pose. So with these fingertips on these hip bones, try to turn these hip bones towards that front short edge of your mat. Okay? So something fishy may happen in that back heel. Maybe that heel has to come up off the floor. Maybe you need to widen your stance a little bit. Okay? But do what you have to do so that you can bring those hip points towards that front short edge of your mat. Then we'll start to bend that front right knee. Bend that knee. We're trying to get this right knee so that there's a straight line from the knee all the way down to that ankle. Okay? So hips are still forward. Press that back heel down towards the floor. But what's important is that we lunge forward and we get this nice stretch in the front of that left hip flexor, front of that left thigh. Okay? The next step from here is we can reach our arms up towards the sky. Okay? So hips are still forward. Feet are rooted into the earth. Then we start to reach those fingertips up towards the sky. Nice Warrior One. Take that big inhale. Big exhale. See if you can sink down just a little deeper. One more big breath in. Big breath out. Cool. Now here's a fun little tricky piece, which brings us into one of our lunges. So let's take our hands back to our hips just so we can feel balanced here. If you're not quite sure about this one, then you don't have to go there. But it's a little play to try to lift that back heel off the ground. Turn this into our lunge. Sink down towards the floor. Press that heel back, but don't let it touch the ground. Nice breath in. Breath out. Bring the fingertips down. And then we can drop that left knee and extend those toes. Now all of a sudden we have this low lunge down on the floor. Okay. So we want to lunge towards that right leg. Feel the length in that left hip flexor. Okay. You can even walk the hands up to that front knee. Keep lunging forward. Nice. From here there's that option to reach the arms up towards the sky. On your inhale, grow tall, reach up. On your exhale, maybe get that little baby back bend. Then bring those hands down to the floor. Exhale as you go. Lift that back knee. Drop that left heel. Root those feet. Open from the hips. And there's our Warrior One. For Warrior Two, we just blossom open. So turn those hips towards the long edge of your mat and reach those arms out in opposite directions. Lunge forward. Press that left pinky toe down into the floor. Nice Warrior Two. Now we're open through the hips, through the thighs, and reaching those arms in opposite directions. You can even look past those front fingertips. Nice and strong. Sometimes I like to think that I'm going to shoot lightning bolts out those fingertips. Big inhale. And exhale. Let's cartwheel our hands down to the floor. Lift our back heel and step that left foot up to find the front one. On your inhale, sweep the arms out, take them up. And exhale, those hands come into the heart. Let's try the second side now. So take that step back now with your right foot. I'm gonna switch sides so I still face you. So step that right foot back, nice big lunge back. And remember that each side can be completely different here. So it's just how our bodies are structured. So that's why we want to make sure we do each side and we recognize what's going on either side. So hands come to those hip bones. Turn those hip bones towards that short edge of your mat. And then see what you need to do with those feet. Do you need to take train tracks? Can you get that right heel down to the floor? Then start to bend that left knee. And from here you can sweep those arms up towards the sky. Virabhadrasana 1, second side. Feeling that length through the front of that right hip flexor. Press that back pinky toe down towards the floor. Lunge into that left leg. Beautiful. Big inhale. On your exhale, see if you can lift that back heel. Turn this into that lunge. On your exhale, bring those hands down to the floor. And let's drop that right knee and extend those toes. So again, checking in that this left knee is over that left ankle. Lunge towards that front left leg. When you're ready, maybe that left hand, right hand come up to that knee. Maybe those arms reach up. Maybe you take that baby back bend. Reach them up and then reach it back. On your exhale, bring the hands down to the floor. Curl the back toes under, lift that knee. Go ahead and drop that heel. Root your feet. Find your foundation, find your strength. On your inhale, open from the hip. Warrior 1. On your exhale, open it up. Warrior 2. Big breath. When this front leg wants to start to shake and shiver, flex this back thigh. Lift that kneecap up, strong. And then take that gaze past those left fingertips. One more big inhale. And exhale, both hands come down to the floor. Back heel lifts. And our right foot finds our left. Forward fold. And then on your inhale, sweep those arms up. And exhale, hands to heart. Great job. Take a breath. All right. So we've got crescent lunge. We've got warrior 1. We've got warrior 2. So let's move into our angled poses. So this is going to be side angle, our triangle, our pyramid pose, and then even into our revolve triangle. That's a little bit more than beginner worthy, but I believe in you. So come back to the front of your mat. And we're going to start just stepping this left foot back again. So a nice step back with that left foot. Now, difference from our warriors and our angles is that we typically keep straight legs in our triangle, our revolve triangle, and even in our pyramid pose. But for side angle, we give ourselves a little bit of a break. So we're going to go back to what I call warrior 2 legs. So start to bend that front knee. Get that straight line from knee down to ankle. That left heel is down to the floor. And then our hips are nice and open, just as though they were in warrior 2. So we could even go into warrior 2 just for the sake. From here, bend this right elbow and place that elbow on that right knee. Lift that left arm up towards the sky. So what we don't want to happen is that the chest collapses in. This is not an angle pose. We want to keep the heart open, those hips open, and actively reach those left fingertips up towards the sky. Nice breaths. If you want to challenge it, if you have a block or some sort of prop, then you can take this right hand to that prop or even down to the floor, but keep the heart, keep the hips open. Big inhale. One more. Big breath in. Breath out. On your inhale, come up. Straighten that front leg. And you made it. Okay? So let's just pivot the feet and let's work on side angle on the second side. Okay? So now the left toes are pointing towards the short edge of your mat. Bend that front left knee. Find your feet here. Find your foundation. Reach those arms up, warrior two. Then take left elbow, find left knee. So that right arm reaches up towards the sky. And if you want that little advancement, then maybe that left hand comes down either to the floor or your block, whatever you got. Nice breaths. If you look up towards that hand, it may compromise your balance. So take a look either up there at the wall beside you. You can even look down at the floor. One more big inhale. Exhale. And inhale, come up. And straighten and release. Cool. So let's pivot the feet once again. So our right toes pointing towards that front edge of our mat. And let's work with our triangle pose here. Okay? So triangle is a little bit more on the tricky side because we want to touch the floor. But I can promise you, there's nothing special about touching the floor. What we want are to receive the benefits of this shape, and that's about keeping the heart and the hips nice and open. So, for a triangle pose, let your feet be as wide apart as they would be so that you could drop a plumb line from your wrist straight down. They would hit your ankles. Okay? So it's a little bit wider stance than you want it to be, but you'll be there. Then we're going to reach our right fingertips towards the front short edge of our mat. Reach, 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 reach. When you can't reach any more, then we just pivot. Right hand lands, left arm reaches straight up. So again, keeping the heart, keeping the hips open. We'll all be different in this shape. For me, I try to bring this right hand all the way down to the floor, then my chest starts to collapse. It's because I feel compression in the hips. I don't want to do that. It's not going to get me anywhere. So the benefits here, feeling strength in the legs, length from left armpit all the way down the side body. Even try to press that left pinky toe into the floor. One more big breath in. On your exhale, bring this left hand down. If you need to hold on to your leg, then you can. And this turns it into our pyramid pose. Okay, so this is still a shape where that front leg is straight. If you need your blocks, you can take your hands on your blocks here, or you can hold on to that leg. Maybe you touch the floor. But again, there's nothing special down there. Then our next step from here is to revolve our triangle. So our hips have turned, so the hip points are down towards the floor. Plant that left hand, and see if you can start to reach that right arm up towards the sky. Now what happens, this left shoulder wants to creep up towards my ear. So try to keep that shoulder pulled back. Reach the right arm up. Big breath. Nice stretch on the outside of that right leg. One more big inhale. Exhale, bring this right hand down. Bend that front knee. And let's sweep it up and just find a warrior one. Beautiful. Hands come to our hips. Straighten that front leg. Now let's just pivot all 10 toes towards the long edge of our mat. Okay. So we still have one more side to do. I know. It's a lot. We don't have to do them all at the same time, or we don't have to do them all together. We can break them down individually from even more so than from here. So, next step for our videos. Those left toes pivot towards that back edge of your mat. Keep those hips nice and open. And then lift those arms up, chest shoulder height. Reach those left fingertips towards the back of your mat. Reach, 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 reach. When you can't reach anymore, pivot. Left hand lands, right arm reaches up. Find your breath. Thinking of all the benefits of these shapes. As we open our body, we fuel our body with this new breath, new life, new opportunity. On your exhale, take that right hand down. Let this right hip follow. Find that pyramid shape. Make the adjustments that you need to so that your hips can point down towards the floor. Then this right hand plants to the floor, that left arm reaches up towards the sky, revolving our triangle. Just an added little bonus. Bring that left hand down, bend to that front knee, sweep those arms up, warrior one. Hands come to those hips. And let's step that right foot to meet the left. You made it. Well done. So we've got side angle, we've got triangle, we've got pyramid, and then we have revolve triangle. Okay? Really great poses. You'll see them in a lot of yoga classes. So feel free to refer back to these videos at any point in time. They're yours now, so take advantage of it. All right. So when we move on to step 4, then we're going to work with some balance poses. These are going to be our tree pose, our dancer, just an endless number of balance poses that we can do. But we'll keep it basic to begin with. So take a break, give yourself a pat on the back, and we'll see you on the next video. Ciao!